But when that storm doesn't take you out, and you're trying to get yourself back together, that's when the enemy is going to strike. But the strike wasn't the sentence. It was the setup. Because the enemy bit the wrong one this time. Because Paul wasn't just carrying sticks. He was carrying favor. And if you got God's favor, you can be bit and still bounce back. Hallelujah this morning. Let me tell somebody today that strike is not your stop. It's just a pause for what's next. The pain is not your period. It's just the karma in your testimony. That bite is not your burial. It's the birthplace of your greatness. The wound is not your end. It's your evidence. You may have been struck, but you're still standing. You may have been hit, but you're still here. You may have cried, but you didn't quit. You may have fallen, but you got back up. You may have been wounded, but you still know how to worship. Come on, somebody. The strike was never meant to stop you. It was meant to show you that destiny is still alive and purpose is still in motion. And that's my first point this morning, church. The strike wasn't the end. Look to your neighbor and say, the strike wasn't the end. Because if you're still breathing, if you're still moving, if you're still present after all you've been through, that's your testimony right there. I should not be here, but I am. Let's move on. So the snake bites Paul, the venom is in his system, and the people start watching. Not helping, not praying, just watching. Ain't that just like some of us today? Here comes the critics. Here comes the assumption. Here comes the stare. They said, this man must be a murderer. This bite is justice catching up with him. Ain't it just like people to see your pain and try to narrate your past? They see your chains and assume you curse. They see the bite and assume it's payback. Remember the story of Job? When he lost his house, he lost his health, he lost his children, lost his cattle, lost everything he had. And here comes his so-called friends. I wish I had a Bible reader here. Here come these so-called friends, not to comfort, but to condemn. Not to lift up, but to lecture. Not to support, but to speculate. They said, Job, you had to have done something wrong for all this to have happened to you. You see, they assumed his affliction was the result of some hidden sin. And I came to tell you today that